Do you know that moment when somebody's talking to you, but you're completely somewhere else? Either on your phone, in your thoughts, or already thinking about what you're gonna say next. According to Daniel Goleman in his book, Focus, the real challenge today isn't just a distraction, it's learning to control where your attention goes, especially in social situations. And today, for day 35 of my challenge to read 60 books in 60 days, I want to share with you 4 simple ways to bring your focus back, especially when you're talking to those who matter. Transition. The first thing that will keep you from zoning out when somebody's talking to you is to actually activate your cognitive empathy. It sounds complicated, but let me explain. The reason why you're zoning out is because your brain lacks something to do. It lacks a direct role to play in the conversation, especially in day to day conversations that are often useless. So we use our ears more than we use our brain. Cognitive empathy gives a direct role to your brain to play in every conversation. What does it consist of? When a person is talking to you, try to guess how is this person, what is this person maybe saying? Why is this person saying this? How made this person feeling? These are just the things that are not getting you distracted, but they are giving a role to your brain to play that will keep it from zoning out or thinking about what it is going to have to say next. It is a way for you to just force your brain to have something to do in a conversation. This way, it keeps it from zoning out. I know it might sound boring to do it every day, and it is not even useful to try to guess how is this person feeling or why is this person saying what the person is saying. This is not a problem, but understand that the reason why you zone out is just a lack of habit. Zoning out is just an habit and it is created over time. And the idea behind this cognitive empathy method is to actually create new habits that will allow you to stay focused when a person is talking to you. It's just a way to train your brain for a given period of time for it to be able to stay focused when it is trying to guess what is the person feeling. What your brain does, it is what it does the best. It analyzes the person, which forces it to stay focused, just exactly like it does when you are reading a book or when you have very, very important conversations. Sometimes when you zone out, it's just your brain that does not have or doesn't know where to place itself or which role it has to play in this conversation. Cognitive empathy is just a way for you to give a role to your brain, play in the conversation. This way, your brain stays involved and your brain plays a direct role and it keeps it from zoning out and bringing you back and forth. Fix number 2, start with moments of complete presence. Try to make things easier for your brain. You want to avoid it to keep zoning out when you're talking, but try to make things easier. Avoid conversations in noisy places or in public places or in group conversations, just to try to make things a little bit easier for your brain in the first place and have these conversations with one person, just like the two of you, completely normal conversations. And this way, you are training your brain to really, really focus. So you apply these techniques like the cognitive empathy method, but in a single conversation, only with two people, including you and the other person. It is just a way for you to make things easier for your brain, the time for it to recreate this habit of really staying focused in the conversation. So make things easier for your brain in the first place. Talk to one person and in calm places and quiet places. This way your brain is getting used in the first place until you bring it into public places or even in group conversations. Your brain will already have this habit of staying focused when somebody is talking. Fix number 3, work out your internal attention. Now you are fighting your biggest problem. It is about stopping thinking about what you're going to say when somebody is talking to you or how to avoid getting lost in your thoughts when somebody is talking to you. And here you are going to work out your attention, your internal attention. How do you do that? The solution is not that complicated. You are just going to force yourself to stay connected to the person. How do you actually do that? You have so many ways to do that. And the most powerful and effective way is to actually participate and interact with the person when the person is talking to you. The idea is to do things like, oh, yes, you're right, when a person is talking to you. Oh, you're right. Yes, I also do agree. This way, You are forcing your brain to stay focused. You are not. You are literally ignoring your brain. You are not focused on what is going on in your mind, but you are trying to focus on the person. Stay connected to the person with you. I do agree. You're right. Yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. This has also happened to me recently. When you do this, trying to have like this moment where you comment the conversation, you try to participate, to interact every minute or every sentence, phrase your partner in a conversation says, you are literally ignoring what goes on in your brain and you try to stay connected in the conversation. The fourth and last fix, practice full attention to others. Here, you are not only using your ears in the conversation, you will learn to also use your eyes, your heads, and your whole body in the conversation. How do you do that? You stop simply using your ears. If your ears get distracted, you still have your eyes in the conversation. Start when you are in a conversation. Look at the person. Try to interpret his facial expressions, his intentions, the pauses he makes in the conversation, the intonation, the voice intonations in the conversation. Try to analyze everything, the body language of the person, the movements the person is actually, uh, the movement of the person in a conversation. Everything you are following and you are connected to the person. Simply, you not simply using your ears like you used to do. Also use your eyes, use your head, use your hand, use your whole body in the conversations, looking at the person in the eyes when the person is talking to you, trying to interpret the facial expressions of the person, try to get involved in the conversation using everything you can. This way, if your ears are, trapped or distracted in the conversations by the brain, you still have your eyes that were involved in the conversations that can keep you staying connected to the person. I hope this video was useful for you. I will see you tomorrow for day 36. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.